wise man once said that everything is propaganda. Isn't it interesting? Here we are outside the BBC, and yet aren't you guys just spreading your own form of propaganda? They're having a People's Assembly? Am I not allowed to talk during a People's Assembly?
They're trying to talk to each other.
Sorry?
It's inclusive.
It's inclusive?
Yeah, but not...
Is it?
Come on. Yeah, come on.
You can talk
but without the megaphone. Join a group. Join a group.
Well, what? No one else
Excuse me, guys. These guys are creating a disruption all over the place.
No, we're not doing it with a megaphone.
Excuse me.
We're sitting like we're talking. So if somebody has a
speaking to
megaphone,
these gentlemen at the moment. If you
really
just want to just wait a minute, I'm speaking to the gentlemen. These guys are creating a huge disturbance through town. I am here to challenge what they're doing, right? And I do it in this way, and I've been doing it for many years, okay? I just think it's just, I mean, this is just classic stuff for my YouTube channel.
I appreciate what you're saying, but we're dealing with it as well.
He has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand. What I'm saying to you guys is that I hope that you will do your duty
So just
and
make
protect
it a
my
bit easier
right.
for ourselves and let us deal with it.
No, but what do you mean let you deal with it? I'm not trying to get them out of here.
I'm just saying.
No, but I'm going to speak on my megaphone as I have a right to do, and I find that this response from these people is, yes, the people who are involved in this. No, thank you. Right? The response from the response from the people involved in this is just always comical. It's comical. And what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do now.
Behaving like you're behaving.
Are any of you behaving like I'm behaving?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to do now is, before I get all worked up by this whole situation, I'm going to just take. I'm just going to take some.
Everybody can really calm down. And
Everyone can calm down.
Take a nice few deep breaths.
Okay, lovely. There, let's
really,
do that.
really
Let's
feel
take some
into
deep
your
breaths.
heart.
Feel into my heart. Yeah.
Let that guide you. Let that guide you, and really be really calm about it. Dial everything down. All your anger.
All my anger.
All your feelings of.
All my feelings.
Whatever it is that is going on for you, just
Right.
try and
Are you a
dial them all
therapist?
down. I am a therapist.
Are you? No,
You
say
just
about
dial it
therapists.
down. Just try and
People
dial
don't
it
want to
down.
deal with their
Just
own
be
problems.
really nice.
Deal with everybody else's.
I deal with my own problems
Do you?
as well.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
Just calm everything down.
Calm everything down.
Feel it into your
Can we have a
heart.
chat?
Who's my heart?
Can't we have a
Yeah,
chat?
just put your hand on your heart and feel what
We
you
could
feel.
have a chat.
Yeah, because we're on
We could
the
have a
opposite,
chat.
and it'd be good for you for me to hear what you want to say.
Yeah, I understand
but not
that.
On a megaphone,
I understand.
because we can't talk
I
back.
understand that. I understand. And you know what? Life is full of things that don't quite go the way we want them to go. And
Well, that's why we're here.
Well, I understand, but I'm here to
Yeah.
create a sort of blip in the matrix. No, not this. Not.
What do you
Oh,
want?
to make money out of YouTube. Do you know how much money I make out of YouTube?
I don't
Do you want to
know.
know?
But
Do you
you're
want to
making
know?
a show.
Would you like to know how much money I make out of YouTube?
I'm not interested.
Right. So.
We're not talking
All
about
right.
YouTube.
What I'm
we're
going to do
talking
again.
about
What I'm going to do again is I'm
here.
just going to take a few moments breath. Right. You know, and I'll be quiet, and you can talk if you want to. You just need to just take some
That's
breath because.
beautiful. That's really beautiful. Well done.
This is what I do on a regular basis, right? This is what I do. I've been doing this for 10 years on the streets, yeah? What I experienced at Extinction Rebellion is, I understand it, people are angry, but I experienced the most, I mean, I've had a policeman, for example, like just say, you know, just absolutely shocked just in April when I was doing my megaphoning and he was shutting, this guy from Extinction Rebellion was shutting me down. And he's like saying, what are you doing? You're creating a disruption, but if somebody creates a disruption in your disruption, the energy with which you guys come and shut it down, and the ways that I've experienced people doing
I'm
that.
sorry about that.
Yeah, you're not responsible for it because it's
No,
each
but-
individual that's responsible
Yeah,
for
but
it.
we're very passionate
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
And we've got no one on our side.
Yeah.
We've got XR, but we've got no one else.
Mhm.
And then someone else is coming in
Yeah.
with everyone else
Yeah.
and trying to, and it's like we're running out of time.
Right. Well, you
So that's
you
why
see
we're
that's what,
upset.
but that's what I'm here to talk about. You are not
Are you
running
a
out of time.
scientist?
You are not running out of time.
How do you know
Well, I've
that?
spoken to Roger Hallam, the Muppet that
Yes,
was involved in
right.
setting this whole thing up, right? I've had a long discussion with him, it's online, yeah?
Yeah.
When we asked him about the 12 years, and where he got that from. He said, well, it might not be 12 years. This is a ploy,
That's
a deliberate
one
ploy.
scientist.
I know. It's a deliberate ploy. This whole thing is a deliberate ploy, and this is what I was going to say on the megaphone.
Okay.
Now, look, you may be passionate about it, and that's wonderful. It's wonderful that you're passionate about something that's, you know,
But
the bigger
he's
picture,
not lying
right?
about the Amazon.
Well, no, but he's...
He's not lying about the
Okay,
glaciers.
look. I'm here to create a disturbance pattern
That's
in
such
your
a
mind.
shame.
Yeah?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'm here to offer some different ideas about
Okay.
what you can do if you really care about the environment.
Yeah, okay, that's
Because the
good.
most important thing you can do if you really care about the environment
Yeah.
is to spread anti-natalism, which means to spread the idea that it is ethically wrong, completely immoral to reproduce, especially now, but at any time. That's the number one thing you can do.
Right.
The number two, I'm the father of 3 children. And the number 2 thing you can do is go vegan. If anybody here is still eating meat and milk products, you really are wasting your time here. You need to go and fix that. Number 3, you are here protesting against the biggest, most powerful gang in the country and in the world.
Yeah.
The UK is run by a gang. Do you know what the definition of a gang is? Yeah? They fit the definition, the government. They are the biggest gang with the biggest, look, they own all the police. These guys will do whatever they tell them to do, right? Within reason, but not really, right? Whatever they tell them to do, they've got all the arms. They do more killing, they do more stealing. They don't give a toss about the environment, right? And you're coming here to protest against them when it's actually the people that are doing all the damage to the if it's man-made, if the thing is man-made, the problem is man-made, then less people that are here, the better. Right, so I'm here to come and say, and I don't mind going do this somewhere else if you're so sensitive, right? The less people, the better. Yes, because it's people that are creating it. All of us, we are the problem.
Oh, I see, but
it's
we're
not them that are the problem. It's all of us.
You say the population.
Yes, people.
Yeah, but
people
how
are the problem. If it's man-made, then that means people are the problem, and there are people here with children, little children, and people here who are gonna have children. But the worst thing you can possibly do for the environment, and I wish I'd have known that before I had mine, is to have children.
Have you told this to your children?
Absolutely.
Have you said don't have children?
Absolutely, 100%.
So are you going to spread that message to people, don't have children?
Sure, absolutely.
So that's your message?
Yeah, one of my messages, The next message is stop using animals for food and for clothing. It's just not right, and not only is it not right, if you care about the environment, just from an environmental point of view, that's what I'm saying. Coming along in here and eating meat is basically just pointing the finger at someone else, whilst you're quite happy being part of the factory farming and all the damage the meat industry does both to the animals and to the environment.
The thing is, everyone sacrifices things in their lives for this. If you're 100% perfect, you're not going to get anyone else doing the same. They're going to say, I can't compete with that. It's all too much. I can't do it.
No, but what you're doing is futile.
Sacrificing
How
things.
is this going to work anyway? What you're people may be sacrificing. I think it's
to
great.
lie down and let it happen? Is it
Personally,
better?
absolutely yes. I'll tell you why.
Well, that's really
I think
sad.
extinction is wonderful. It's beautiful. There's nothing better than extinction. When you die, you will have no more problems. The most amazing peace, everlasting peace when you die. Why is everyone
your
rebelling
children?
against?
What
Yes,
about
they're
your
going to die as
children?
well. They're going to die as well.
The world's
Why? Do you want your children to live forever?
I want the orangutans to live.
Why?
I want the
Why?
whales to
Why
live.
do you want the orangutans
because
to live?
they've lived
So
here
what?
for so
what?
long.
Are you upset about the dinosaurs?
Why would I?
Are you upset about the dinosaurs? They went
Why?
extinct. They lived for millions of years and then they went
That
extinct.
was a natural extinction.
A natural extinction.
A natural extinction.
Oh right. What
This
does
is
that even mean?
man-made
What does
extinction.
That was a meteorite.
all man-made things are natural anyway because nature creates man. There's no point in having a conversation. Why is that?
Because you're not allowing a conversation to happen.
I'm not allowing
Can
it.
I talk to him a second? Can I talk to him? You're not allowing a conversation to happen. What you're doing is you're just vomiting your view on it. I actually came over here to talk with you, to listen with you, because it's good for us to hear other opinions. So I'm not against you having another opinion.
Fine.
And actually, the longer I stand here, it actually sounds like you deeply care about this issue.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I care about suffering. I care about suffering, which is why I welcome Extinction. And I think that this is a cult run by nutcases who are really dangerous. One of them is an ayahuasca, crazy ayahuasca. She said recently she went to, I've got nothing against taking ayahuasca, I've taken it myself, right? But you know, this woman taking ayahuasca, connected with all sorts of dodgy organisations. Greta Thunberg, right, connected with an organisation that is trying to profit from you people by creating apps and software, and then you've got Roger Hallam, absolute pots, right? I mean, seriously, just look at the guy, and I think to me, I ain't getting involved in any movement involved with him. And it's not just about, and it's not just a general. This is not an ad hominem attack on these people. Yeah, obviously, whatever. It's not. It's an attack on what they say and their ideas. Okay, and I believe they're misleading everyone here. And they deliberately do this. If you look into the research of how Roger Hallam works, he is an expert on mobilising and galvanising people to go to in support of a political ideal, not climate change. That he doesn't know anything about, right? But what he knows about is how to galvanise people. And one of the ways to galvanise people, what got you here, and what the reason why I experienced this incredible inability to have something happen that's not in line with the program, is because part of the way he galvanized all these people is by scaring them and saying we've only got 12 years. But even if we do only have 12 years, which I believe is just a ridiculous thing to say, right? Because it's so complicated. It's so complicated to know who's responsible for what, whether it's us, whether it's not, right? But even if we had 12 years to go, wonderful. Party on, I say. Let's party the next 12 years. Let's party. Don't have any more children, right? Definitely not, right? We'll party, we have a nice time, and then it will all finish and we'll all go, and that will be the end of it. We've had a few million years here. We've not really done much. I mean, look at this place. Well, do you care if the BBC disappeared?
Can I just ask you to just clarify something for me, because I don't quite understand. So before I heard you telling these two ladies that, in your opinion, that people should move towards being vegan or be vegan.
Yes.
But then at the same time you're saying we shouldn't do anything and we should become extinct. So I'm just personally a bit confused by your message.
On the way to extinction, I think I, as someone who's been unfortunately inflicted with with having compassion for other beings and other people, right? I wish I wasn't. It's a pain in the bloody neck, because everywhere. There's so much compassion that's needed. There's so many fucking people that are, we were all fucking traumatized. This is when I do this is what really is happening. Is that we're all, including me, traumatized, right? So therefore, on the way to the end, I don't think that I'm not like I'm not very sort of au fait with sort of traditional philosophical terms, but I think maybe you might call that some kind of nihilist, right? I am, I don't think there is any purpose for this, but I do think if anything matters, it's suffering.
So you believe,
right? Because it matters to me,
reducing suffering,
right? Reducing
whilst
suffering.
We go on the way to extinction.
Correct.
Okay.
To the ultimate end of suffering, which is extinction.